Hey everyone, today we're going to do this silly frog face paint. I'm going to start out by using a boost stencil in the character eyes set. I'm going to be using the one that looks a little bit grouchy. I'm using some Crivellin black on my Crivellin sponge and I'm just patting it across the stencil. Next I'm going to take my Global Fun Stroke in the color Amazon and a large Protege filbert brush. And just starting at one side of the eyes, I'm going to swoop around a half circle on both sides and then just meet it up underneath the lips, and then I'll come in and just get a little bit more of the lighter green from the one stroke and just fill in all around my lip area. Next I'm going to start working on the legs. Actually a little bit later in this tutorial I'm going to show you how I reworked the legs to look a little bit more frog-like. I felt like they looked a little bit too much like a crab at this point, so I reworked them. Then I'm just going to use some orange face paint to paint in the frog's little toes. And then I'll come in with some more of that global dark green and make two little circles at the sides of the mouth. And then in the blank areas, I'm just going to fill in with some Crivellin white on each side. I'm not very good at all at painting in character cartoon eyeballs, so the stencil really did help me. Next I'm going to fill in my lips with some Paradise Yellow. It's a nice soft comfy paint that's easy to wear on the lips. And then I'll come in with some MikimFX F7 dark pink and I'm just going to paint the frog's little tongue coming up there and using some Crivellin black to make a little oval shape and some Crivellin white to make the little wings for the fly. Then I'll come in with some Global Strong black and I'm just going to outline the entire thing with my #1 liner brush. So at this point when I looked at it in the mirror, I was pretty happy with it, but I felt like the legs needed some improvement. So it's no problem, I just wet my sponge just with a spritz from my little spritzer and I just wiped off the legs. And then I reloaded my same Protege brush and I just came in and I repainted the legs. This time I did them as a large loop up and then back down. I felt like these looked more like frog legs than the first ones. I also decided to rework the frog's front legs as well, so I just went in and wiped it with a damp sponge. And then I made two little angled shapes coming inward toward each other just with the tip of my brush. So don't feel like if you make a mistake with a design that you're trying something new that you can't rework it. You can always just go back in with your sponge or a baby wipe and just erase it and do that part over. You don't have to start over with the whole thing, it's no problem. So then I'm just going to go in and repaint the toes with more of that orange. So I'm just painting in 4 little teardrops for each toe, and then I'll go in and line the entire design with some Global Strong Black and my #1 liner brush. And I won't outline the entire shape of each toe, but I'll just go in on one side of each toe and give a quick little flick in just to add a little bit of definition. I also decided to change the placement of the frog's tongue. Of course, you don't have to paint that in unless you just want to, but I think it adds a cute design element. So there's the little fly, and now I'll just go in with that #1 liner brush and add in a couple of quick highlights on the legs, on the sides of the frog, and just under the lip as well. So that's pretty much it for this design. It's a pretty quick one and it's so much fun. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.